So the New England Patriots are shipping off quarterback and former first-round pick Mac Jones to the Jacksonville Jags. Now, unfortunately for me, I have the thumbnail and the video ready to drop today about the rumors that were circulating at the combine that there were several teams interested in trading for Mac Jones. But you know what? I guess that's just my luck. Welcome back in, everybody. You guys already know who it is. It's your boy Patriots Global back here with another video. And the day before the big free agency moves, more trades, really all hell breaks loose in the NFL, the New England Patriots are continuing to make moves of their own. And in this one, they're going to be shipping off 2021 first-round pick, 15th pick overall, Mac Jones to the Jacksonville Jags. My immediate thoughts and reactions, this one hurts. This one does hurt, and I think a lot of people are going to hear that and be like, Patriots Global, I literally just threw a party. All my boys are coming over now that Mac Jones is officially gone, but not me, because the history of Mac Jones' tenure in the NFL with the Patriots is a really unfortunate one, and one that for the majority, not completely, but for the majority, I do not put on Mac Jones. I put that on the back of the Patriots. And look, coming out of the draft, Mac Jones was never going to be this high-profile quarterback. He was definitely still a little bit raw, but he had potential. He didn't necessarily have the highest ceiling, but he had a high floor. He was going to come into whatever franchise he ended up going to, in this case, obviously, the New England Patriots, and was going to immediately be the best quarterback out of all quarterbacks that were in that 2021 class. By the end of 2021, that rookie year, Mac Jones was easily, not even close, hands down, the best quarterback in that class. I'm sorry, Jags fans, even better than Trevor Lawerence. Looking back, even on that draft class now, Mac Jones obviously isn't the best quarterback now. That's clear and cut Trevor Lawerence, but Mac Jones is pretty easily the second best quarterback to come out of that draft class behind Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, and the guys that went after the first round too. You know, of course, we all know what happened before the 2021 season ultimately started. We all thought that Cam Newton was going to be starting over Mac Jones. That's not what happens. He's able to beat Cam Newton out really right before the start of roster cutdowns, was kind of able to go into that final preseason game and win over the job. But not too long ago, it was actually reported and came out from Mac Jones himself that he thought he was going to sit behind Cam Newton for a year. Ultimately, Mac was ready, but he was fully expecting to sit behind Cam Newton, which is what I thought was the best idea. And I think what everybody also thought ultimately was going to happen. Now, in Mac's rookie year, he put up a pretty damn good rookie statistical season. I mean, he was able to make a Pro Bowl. He was able to crack NFL's top 100, which is literally voted on by the players. A lot of people want to say, well, he was in a Pro Bowl. Who cares? I mean, a lot of players are in Pro Bowls who realistically shouldn't be. The Pro Bowl is a joke now. But he was still voted on in NFL's top 100 players, voted on by the NFL players themselves. Mac Jones was highly, highly respected by the end of his rookie year. Not only that, but he was also in the discussion for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Really was down to the wire between him and Jamar Chase. Obviously, because of the fall off by the Patriots after their bye week, Jamar Chase was able to run away with it. Now, statistically, in Mac Jones' rookie season, he was able to take the Patriots to the playoffs, posting a 10-7 record, played in every single game, threw for 521 pass attempts with 352 yards, putting up just under, maybe not just under, but pretty much just under 4,000 yards. I mean, 3,801 with 22 passing touchdowns and 13 interceptions. There was so much hype going in to Mac Jones in that second year, in his sophomore year for 2022. But unfortunately, he was never put in a position to succeed after his rookie year. And Bill Belichick and the Patriots coaching staff essentially asked him to do exactly what Tom Brady was asked to do as a veteran who became the best quarterback in the National Football League. We're going to break all of that down here in just a second, but real quick, got to give a shout out to the sponsors of this video, over at Aura. If you guys are looking to sponsor the channel or really just help the channel out, support me, support the channel, doing it by signing up for Aura, completely free, massively goes to help and support us. So go ahead and check them out. Hey guys, sorry to cut the video real quick, but I had a very important question that I had to ask you, and that is, have you ever Googled yourself, or maybe a friend, or maybe a family member Googled themselves and saw their private information being used? Maybe like their name, their phone number, their social security number, their address, maybe their credit card information? God knows I have, and the only reason that I was able to find that and take care of it was because of today's sponsor over at Aura. So what Aura is an identity protection service. And what they do is they go ahead for you so you don't gotta do the hard work, and they scour the internet for any of your information being used illegally that you didn't want them to use. The other great part is that they'll monitor your credit. They'll see if your phone number is being used to robocallers, which if you don't know what those guys are, they're essentially the ones that call you about 5 times a day and absolutely annoying the heck out of you. And then sometimes when you do answer, it's just a creepy breathing voice on the other end. I mean, just today alone, I got about 6 of those. Because little do you know, these data brokers are actually trying to sell your information to robocallers, to spammers who are trying to find out your own personal information, such as where you live. So what Aura will do is they'll essentially send you an email or notification saying that, hey, someone's trying to use your phone number. Someone's trying to access this information about you. Do you want us to delete it from the web? In which I would expect you to say, yes, get rid of it. Unfortunately, in today's society, a lot of threats that we all face on a day-to-day basis come online, and unfortunately, the scary part is that we can't always see it. Aura's gonna come in, protect you, protect your family from threats that we can't see and we don't even know are coming. And there's a lot of different websites out there that do identity protection, credit monitoring, all that good stuff, but there's no website that does it all bulked up into one in one place. You're not paying for several different subscriptions on different websites. It's all in one place, and they're able to cut that bill down for you in more than half. Because of Aura, the days of you having to get an antivirus or a password management or a VPN are officially out of the door because they're going to do everything for you in one space. So hey, look, you guys can go right ahead and let people exploit your own private information, or you can go to the link in the description box below and pinned in the comment section below to go ahead and sign up for your 14-day free trial over at Aura. Yes, guys, so make sure you guys go ahead and check out Aura. It doesn't only support the channel and me massively, but what it also does is make sure that you, your family, is protected. And at the end of the day, you don't want your private information being out on the internet and then not knowing until after your identity is stolen, trust me. But getting back here to Mac Jones, after that rookie year in which we all thought the Patriots had the next best quarterback on their hands. I mean, you're just a couple years removed from Tom Brady leaving, and you already found your future at quarterback. Mac Jones in his rookie year wasn't the top 10 quarterback, but he was a fringe top 10 quarterback. He was about 11th to the 12th best statistical quarterback that season. There was a lot of hype going in to what he could be, especially because in 2022, he had an overall better all supporting cast on both sides of the football than he did in his rookie year. In his sophomore season, he appeared in 14 games because against the Baltimore Ravens early on in the season, he got his ankle rolled up on, and unfortunately, I think it was an ankle sprain, a high ankle sprain that he ended up having, and ended up missing a few games. That's when Bailey Zappi came in, Zappi fever started, which was always a bunch of crap, and that's kind of when the downfall of Mac Jones started to happen because he started to lose confidence. The fan base wanted Bailey Zappi because it was new, it was sexy. Nobody knew who Bailey Zappi was, and everybody thought it was, Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady all over again, which realistically, it never was. In his sophomore season, he put up 442 pass attempts with 288 completions, posting a 6-8 record while as a starter for the Patriots, putting up 2,997 yards, 11 interceptions, and 14 passing touchdowns. Again, obviously a massive, massive difference from year one to year two. And then, unfortunately, it all comes down to this past season, which really cemented Mac Jones leaving the Patriots. And it sucked because early on this past season, it looked like Mac Jones was back, okay? I mean, against the Dolphins, against the Eagles, he was playing really, really good football, but all hell broke loose. He ended up just playing 11 games for the Patriots, and not because he wasn't healthy, but because he ended up getting benched. During his 11 games or 11 starts this season, he posted a 2-9 record for the Patriots. He put up 345 passing attempts with 224 completions for 2,120 yards, 10 passing touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. It all comes down to, at this point, what was it? What happened with Mac Jones that was the downfall? Mac Jones' confidence is shot. Mac Jones doesn't really know who he is as a quarterback. Mac Jones has questions on if he is a true leader, because a lot of the times, I mean, even going all the way back to his rookie season, he was on the sidelines pouting, not really trying to motivate his teammates and getting them back up. As a quarterback, you have to have a short memory, and Mac Jones never really had that. But at the end of the day, that's not the reason he screwed up. Mac Jones had a different offensive coordinator in every single season that he was here in New England. The second season, which is arguably the most important for a young rookie quarterback, he had a defensive coordinator as offensive coordinator. This past season, Mac Jones had one of the worst offenses in the National Football League. According to every single pass blocking metric, the Patriots had the worst offensive line in the league. Now, not only did he have a different offensive coordinator throughout his 3 years, only really having a true offensive coordinator in 2 out of his 3 years, but he also only had a quarterbacks coach in his rookie year. Other than that, his second year, there was no quarterback coach whatsoever. A special teams coach in Joe Judge was the guy who was working with him as his quarterback coach. And then this past year, they had Bill O'Brien, who was the offensive coordinator, who didn't even perform all that well within this offense, also being his quarterback coach. For a young rookie quarterback, you should have a guy who is strictly working one-on-one with your quarterbacks at that position. Clearly, they didn't care enough to do that, though, with Mac Jones or really any of the other quarterbacks that were behind him, such as Bailey Zappi. Now, in a situation like this, you would think, well, the Patriots at least had a veteran mentor quarterback behind Mac Jones to help him along the way. Year one, they did. Brian Hoyer. Brian Hoyer, who is one of the best quarterbacks to be able to kind of just sit behind, learn from, and go to, because he really is, at this point in his career, a coach more than he is a player. And he's so undervalued in this league for the intelligence that he brings and kind of the mentorship that he is able to bring. And Patriots players for years have been raving that exact same thing. Mac Jones had him to go to in his rookie year. He didn't have him after that. He should have. The Patriots had him signed under contract, but they ended up releasing Brian Hoyer during Mac Jones' second season, in his sophomore season, because Belichick wasn't happy with how Brian Hoyer was vocally coming out and talking about his displeasure with how the Patriots are running their offense, especially through a young quarterback. I mean, for God's sakes, it was reported that after Mac Jones was sat for Bailey Zappi this past season, that Belichick didn't talk to him, didn't say a word. It also came out that the Patriots locker room was so divided. It was so bad that Bailey Zappi couldn't sit in the quarterback room to watch the film because of the tension between him and Mac Jones, and that he actually had to go watch film in the wide receivers rooms with the wide receivers rather than with Mac Jones and the other quarterbacks. That's how dysfunctional the quarterback room was this past year. You can't put that all on Mac Jones. At the end of the day, where's Mac Jones now? I think Mac Jones is still potentially salvageable depending on the situation that he's going to be put in. In this case, going to the Jacksonville Jags, he's not going to start. There is no chance he starts unless Trevor Lawerence goes down. I'm sure Mac Jones is happy with where he's going, considering growing up before going to the Patriots, playing football at the NFL level, he was a Jags fan. And honestly, the fact that supposedly several NFL teams were doing their due diligence on Mac Jones at the NFL Combine, and the Patriots just so happened to send him to his favorite childhood team for a 6th-round pick, screams, we are just trying to do right by Mac Jones. And to me, you know what? It is a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying that the Patriots only got a 6th-round pick back for a guy that they used a 1st-round pick on. I feel like they should have at least been able to get a 5th-round pick for Mac Jones. The expected value was around a 5th-round pick to possibly a 6th-round pick. And I bet the Patriots probably could have gotten more elsewhere for Mac Jones. But again, I think they kind of just realized we have done wrong by you for so long. And it might not have been us specifically, because the guy who did is out of the building now. But the Patriots organization did wrong by you. We're going to put you in a situation that helps you succeed, but also a place that ultimately you grew up. He grew up in Jacksonville, Florida. He's going back home and he's going to play on his favorite team growing up. And it doesn't get much better than that for a guy who's trying to salvage his NFL. Like I said, I do still think that Mac Jones is salvageable, but he needs to go to the right situation. I think that he honestly just needs time to not just get his mechanics right, because one of the big issues with Mac Jones this past year is that when he was throwing pick sixes, when he was throwing these interceptions, when he was just completely throwing off platform, it was when he was under pressure. And the problem was that his footwork was so screwed up, which is why so many of his passes were so screwed up. But not only do his mechanics need work, but I think that Mac Jones mentally just needs work. Give him time to just refine himself. Give him time to go to therapy, because playing quarterback is just as mental as it is physical. We have not seen the last of Mac Jones in the NFL. I can promise you that. Mac Jones is going to be back. It's not going to be with the Jags. I think he'll be with the Jags for a season, maybe 2 seasons, before ultimately they end up trying to trade him either for better draft compensation, which wouldn't surprise me if they are able to flip him for better than a 6th-round pick, or he ends up hitting NFL free agency and he goes and he signs with a quarterback needy team. At the end of the day, though, the Patriots are trading quarterback Mac Jones to the Jacksonville Jags for a 6th-round pick. What are your guys' thoughts on this? In terms of what the Patriots are getting in terms of contract-wise, they're only going to free up a little bit more than $1 million. So they're currently sitting at $82 million. Miguel from Pat's Cap had the Patriots, I believe, at about $1.8 million increase by trading Mac Jones. Again, he was on a rookie deal, so they're really not freeing up all that much. You guys let me know what you think about the situation, though, in the comments section below. Remember to leave a big like on this video and, of course, subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, as always, but most importantly, never forget, go Pats.